At the Club World Cup, Xabi Alonso is transforming Real Madrid into a well-oiled machine, fluid, intelligent, and ruthlessly efficient. His hybrid system, shifting seamlessly between a 3-4-3 and a 4-2-3-1, has already showcased tactical flexibility, dynamic fullbacks, and even surprise success stories like Gonzalo Garcia. But one of the most intriguing evolutions is the repositioning of Arda Güler, from a winger to a central playmaker. It's a move that echoes what Carlo Mazzone once did with Andrea Pirlo at Brescia, dropping him deeper into midfield to redefine the regista role. Now, over 2 decades later, Xabi is pulling off something similar with Güler. Under Ancelotti, Güler was more of a question mark than a solution. Branded the Turkish Messi, he was seen more as a luxury item, an occasional flair piece tossed on the right wing. He lacked a defined role, rarely got consistent minutes, and when he did play, it often felt like he was improvising in a system that didn't quite accommodate him. Real Madrid, focused on maximizing Bellingham, Mbappe, and Vinicius Jr., didn't have the space or patience for another project. But with Xabi Alonso, everything has changed. In this new shape, Güler operates in the left half space, deeper than Bellingham, closer to where Toni Kroos once dictated games. From there, he has vision, time, and most importantly, purpose. No longer a decorative piece off the bench, Güler is now the metronome of Madrid's build-up play. He's the bridge between the defense and the front three. The impact is already visible. Against Dortmund in the quarterfinals, he delivered 2 assists, each a glimpse into his creativity and spatial awareness. In the clash with Juventus, Güler recorded 100 touches, 82 passes with 91% accuracy, and 9 successful long balls. His heat map showed total control of the left interior channel, dropping deep, launching attacks, and keeping structure in transitions. Before that, in the match against Pachuca, Arda Güler delivered a true statement performance, a goal, 2 assists, and a staggering 96% pass completion rate. But what truly impressed Xabi wasn't just the highlights, it was his control of the tempo. Under pressure, Güler held the ball and bought time. When it was time to strike, he broke lines with precision. He's not the fastest, he's not the strongest, but mentally, he's always one step ahead of everyone else on the pitch. Under Ancelotti, Güler was a locked idea. Under Xabi Alonso, he's been unlocked, redefined, and elevated. In a squad packed with energy and verticality, Güler brings balance, a rhythmic anchor who stabilizes chaos and connects phases. It's no coincidence his touches into the final third and the penalty area have skyrocketed. He's gone from chasing the game to shaping it. In modern football, influence isn't always tied to who plays the furthest forward. Often it's the player who dictates tempo, the heartbeat behind the scenes, who truly steers the ship. And right now, that's Arda Güler. He allows Bellingham to push on with freedom because someone is conducting the transitions behind him. Xabi hasn't just inserted Güler into the lineup, he's made him central to Real Madrid's new identity. What Xabi Alonso is building isn't just a 3-4-3 or a 4-2-3-1, it's a living mechanism. One where Tchouaméni drops into the back line and Güler steps up as a number 8. No shouting, no hand signals, just pure understanding. If either missteps, the middle collapses. This mutual intuition is the foundation of Madrid's balance. Tchouaméni, once a pure holding midfielder, now slides into the right center-back role during build-up, a trick borrowed from Guardiola and De Zerbi, but with a twist. Xabi uses Chu's ball-playing abilities from the back, not just to recycle possession, but to break the press. But it only works because Güler mirrors him, stepping into midfield to fill the gap. Arda isn't your classic box-to-box midfielder. He's not running 12 kilometers or throwing his weight around like Valverde. What he brings is timing and awareness. When Chu drops, Güler rises. Together, they form a rotating axis. If the press targets Tchouaméni, the ball goes to Güler. If they press Güler, Chu gets more time. They don't just move with the ball, they move with each other. You could see this beautifully in the goal against Pachuca. Tchouaméni drove forward, drew defenders, then slid the ball centrally. Güler was already in the pocket ready. One turn, one pass, and Bellingham was through. Goal. Simple, but orchestrated. This didn't happen under Ancelotti. There was no chain reaction, just individual actions. But under Xabi, if one moves, another must respond. Tchouaméni and Güler are the clearest example of this upgrade. They're the invisible glue that holds the system together, and while neither dominates highlight reels, they're the reason Madrid stays composed under pressure. In an era where everyone presses like madmen, maintaining a functional midfield duo is gold. But playing in the middle isn't easy. You need more than technique. You need communication, eye contact, hand gestures, commands. You need to speak, especially when the whole team is built around your rhythm. That's the challenge Güler is now facing. Real Madrid doesn't babysit. No one's there to tutor you step by step. A viral video after the Juventus match captured it perfectly. Bellingham shouting directly at Güler. The Turkish youngster extended his hand, trying to cool things down. Bellingham pointed at him, visibly upset. Güler's response? Calm, unwavering. You need to drop back more. No backing down. No fear. Just accountability. This isn't the same shy talent who arrived with a Messi nickname. He's becoming a commanding presence, not with volume, but with conviction. In the midfield, silence is not an option. You need to be loud, not with your voice, but with your decisions. It's not about whether Güler plays well or not. It's about whether he adapts. The number 8 role demands clarity, leadership, and coordination. Every step is part of a tactical matrix. He has to sync with Bellingham, Valverde, and Vinicius. If he doesn't, the whole structure unravels. Yes, Bellingham can be fiery. He's the number 10, the attacker. But Güler controls the pulse. They must clash at times. What matters is that Güler doesn't shy away from it. He challenges, he speaks, and that's how you survive in Real Madrid's midfield. Now comes the real test, Paris Saint-Germain. If the next match is Güler's first true showdown with an elite midfield, João Neves, Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, so be it. This is a group that suffocated Bayern, toyed with Juventus, and dominated in tight spaces. If there's one area PSG clearly outclassed Madrid, it's in midfield cohesion. If Güler passes this test, he ascends. Not because of the name PSG, but because these are the types of midfields that separate the good from the great. High pressing, surgical passing, relentless pressure. Either you survive or get exposed. But even if he doesn't pass, it's okay. This is the most difficult exam of his Real Madrid career so far. And if he stumbles, it'll be a growing pain, not a failure. PSG have silenced many elite midfields. Bayern, Atletico, Inter Milan. If Güler or Tchouaméni struggles, it's not the end of the world. It's part of the journey. Real Madrid is rebuilding its midfield. No one expects them to dominate PSG. If they hold firm, stay calm, and play their roles, that's enough. Anyone expecting them to outclass PSG's elite midfield might need to revisit why PSG are considered the best in Europe right now.